Hey, I'm Sherry and thanks for checking out this video. Today I wanted to talk to people who want to lose weight but really do not want to count calories or input everything that they eat and drink into a database. So ultimately, to lose weight, you do have to burn more calories than you take in by eating or drinking. But there are a few ways to do that besides counting calories. If you're interested, stay tuned and I'll give you some strategies. So if you've ever used a calorie calculator before, you've probably noticed that they are really set up to help you decrease your caloric intake per day about 500 calories. And that will facilitate weight loss of somewhere between 1 to 2 pounds a week. 1 to 2 pounds a week may not sound like a lot, but it is what we as registered dietitians would recommend as safe and also as sustainable. So if you lose the weight, you don't want to turn right around and put it back on. And that's what you'll see if you do something that's drastic or you drop a lot of weight, 30 pounds in 30 days, or any of these programs where you have really rapid weight loss. You'll also see rapid weight gain. So if our overall goal is to decrease the calories that we are taking in by 500 calories, what you got to do is take a look at what you're eating now. And where are the opportunities for me to decrease the calories to add up to 500 by the end of the day? Let's start out looking at one tip I have. And this is a great tip if you get calories from what you drink. This one is actually pretty easy. So if you are a soda drinker, a sweetened tea drinker, if you are in a bad habit of going to the coffee shop and getting the 300 calorie lattes with whipped cream, these are major calories. So what you do is look at and say, okay, if I've got to cut back 500 calories in a day, if I drink water or a calorie-free beverage in place of these high-calorie beverages, how much can I save? So this is a great place to start. One Coca-Cola 12-ounce can has got 140 calories. How about the mid-morning coffee break where you just pour the creamer in there? 1 tablespoon of that creamer's got 30 calories. So if you're used to using 2 to 3 tablespoons in a cup of coffee just as a mid-morning break or a mid-afternoon break, that can be up to 90 calories that you can save just by replacing water or just omitting the coffee break altogether. Here's another tip and a strategy for ways that you can decrease your caloric intake by 500 calories per day. Portion control. So this tip is going to focus more on cutting back how much you eat, not necessarily what you eat. So this is a great tip for people who often clean their plate or people who often feel stuffed. If that is you, then this is a great place to start. So what you want to do is not eat until you get to that stuffed point. You want to cut back by about 70 or by 30% to where you're eating about 70-75% of what you normally would eat. So let's say I'm making a frozen pizza, and this pizza is something I've made a bunch of times, and I usually eat 3/4 of the pizza. Well, now I'm going to cut back and I'm going to eat half the pizza, and I'm going to pause and see if I can't be satisfied with just half the pizza. How about someone who sits down to watch TV at the end of the day, a long hard work day, and they pop open a beer? Well, now I'm not going to do that. That's going to save me right there, depending on what kind of beer it is, anywhere from 100 to 250 calories. So these are just some examples of portion control. What about salad dressing? Maybe you're not someone who measures out salad dressing and you like a lot. So you get the salad, but then you drench it in dressing. Now you're going to make an effort to only put maybe 70-75% of what you normally would on that salad. So you don't really have to measure it. You don't have to input it into a calculator. You're just going to eyeball it. And I think you will find that you are going to be surprised that just cutting back by about 25-30% on your portions will make a difference, and you'll see a caloric decrease. Again, 500 calories per day is all you need. Okay, the last strategy I'm going to give you really involves at looking at why I'm eating versus what I'm eating. Okay, so every time I go to eat, I don't care if it's one bite, if it's a sip, if I'm tasting something as I cook it, I'm going to stop and say, why do I want to eat this? There's 4 reasons, and they can overlap. The first reason is going to be out of habit. Okay, I am eating this out of habit. I always go to the concession stand when I go to the movies, like on autopilot. That's just kind of what I do. That's why I'm standing in this line thinking about what I'm going to order to enjoy while I'm watching my movie. I always go to this coffee shop after my meeting at this place right down the corner. That's all habit, okay? It doesn't have anything to do with whether you're hungry or thirsty. The second one is a huge one. It's going to be sight or smell. How often are you eating just because you see it? If you live in a home with other people, this one is really common when you walk through the kitchen or by the kitchen table and you see food and you weren't even thinking about food, but because it's there and it looks good, without really thinking, you grab one. You grab that banana that's going bad. So again, I don't care if it's a banana or a chocolate chip cookie. The thought behind it is I'm eating when I'm not hungry, and I'm eating because I see it, or the other thing is because I smell it, and that's why I eat. The number 3 reason why we eat is going to be due to emotional reasons. So if you are triggered to eat due to an emotion, I'm not hungry, but I'm sad. I'm not hungry, but I'm bored. I'm not hungry, but I need a distraction because I'm really fatigued, tired. I'm over it. I'm frustrated with what's going on. So I just want to kind of check out. Let's go to the refrigerator and see what's there. So these are emotional triggers. If you have a problem with emotional eating and it's something you want to work on, consider taking my free 5-day challenge. I'm going to put a link in the description below. But that's kind of my jam, is helping emotional eaters overcome those overeating triggers. All right, the 4th reason why we eat is physical hunger. And as you can probably guess, this is the only good reason to eat. I feel hungry. I can feel it in my body. Physical hunger starts in the stomach. So think about, when you go to eat, am I actually physically hungry? If you are not physically hungry and you eat due to some of those other reasons, that is when you're in danger of gaining weight. Your body is not telling you that it needs food, that it needs nourishment. So if you give it calories, food, then it doesn't know what to do with that besides store it up. It may excrete it, but a lot of times it's going to end up storing it. So that's what you don't want to do. And if you hear noise going around right now, it's my cats. I don't know what they're doing. They're chasing each other. So I only have 2. But anyway, so these are the 4 reasons why we eat. So how do you use this strategy? You have to get in the habit of every single time you go to eat or drink, you say, wait, am I hungry? And to do that, you may have to take a sticky note, put it on your refrigerator, put it on wherever you typically will eat. And then you pause, you ask yourself, if you are not physically hungry, don't eat. I guarantee you, if you do that for a while, you are going to be cutting back on your food intake. Remember again, all I need to decrease is 500 calories, and I'm going to theoretically lose 1 pound. But that is the goal, at least 500 calories per day. So I hope these strategies have given you something to think about and work on. I see a lot of clients who do not want to count calories. They're either, not the people who do well with calorie counting and inputting everything are the type A personalities, because they like details. They like being able to see exactly, if I'm supposed to have 1,600 calories today, I've had 1,589. They love that. Other people, other personality types are not that way. And the thought of having to measure things out and input every bite that they eat into an app or a food log drives them absolutely insane, and they end up not doing it. So look for other strategies. These are just a few that you can implement and see if you can get that number on the scale to come down. Again, my name is Sherry Clark. I'm a registered dietitian. You can check out my website. All the link is below, and consider taking my free 5-day challenge to end emotional eating. Thanks for watching. Oh, and before you go, please click the like if you enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you can, and hit the notifications. Every subscriber is much appreciated. All right, thanks.